Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a get ready with me because my boyfriend and I are gonna go to a hotel for a night, and I just wanted to put on some makeup. And as you can see, that's the color we're gonna go for. It's the color January for my wall, but that video is gonna be up like way sooner, when it's probably already ready or it's almost ready. So stay tuned for that if you like some painting stuff. And for now we're just gonna get started. So I am gonna start with putting some primer on my face. Oh. And now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, which is the Catrice All Matte Plus Shine and Control Makeup in the shade 010 Light Beige. Okay, so a little while ago my boyfriend asked me if I thought it would be fun to go away for a night, like to stay at a hotel, not sleep at each other's place, but just like being away from home for a night. And I absolutely loved the plan. Yeah, we did book a very pretty room, so I'm really excited. And tomorrow when we were there, because well, we're gonna eat there, we're gonna stay in the room. We have a mini bar in the room, so well, yeah, kind of like it means we have a little bit of food, a little bit of drinks in the room. And oh my god, I'm just so excited. This place has a inside pool, so probably gonna go there too, which is really fun because we both really like to swim. So yeah, that's why I'm getting ready today. So tomorrow we're gonna go to a nature park, which is nearby the hotel, because we had this park on our bucket list for a little while, and well, we are there, so why not go there? So I just don't get it. Why do I always have these big crazy pores around my nose? Anyone else has this problem? What I really like about this foundation is that it's not like 100% full coverage, because it kind of looks like a little bit more neutral. On to concealer, and for concealer I'm using this MAC Light Studio Fix Concealer and Correct palette. And I'm gonna use this brightest shade for underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna mix the shade underneath it for putting on my spots and things like that. This nose area is driving me crazy. So my idea for this makeup was I'm doing a pretty base, so contouring it or bronzing it a little bit up, using some blush, highlighter, and then do a cute eyeshadow look which is not too big to keep it a little bit more classy. And then we're gonna go in with powder. And for powder, I'm gonna use my Jeffree Star Cosmetics translucent one, and I'm gonna set my whole face. I'm using a tinier brush for underneath my eyes, just something like this, and I'm going to use a bigger brush, something like this, to put it over my whole face. I'm first gonna start with the under eye because that's creasing like the easiest on me. And I do know I look really weird right now. I'm leaving a little bit more powder right here for a second because I crease very badly around my smile lines, and I hope this is gonna like make it not do that much. And I do know I use pretty much like very much powder, but I have a pretty oily T-zone, and with setting it, the makeup is gonna stay way prettier and way longer on my face. Now I'm gonna use a clean fluffy brush, taking the excess powder off, and the rest is gonna disappear when I'm using setting spray after I'm done with everything. And the next thing I'm going to do is contouring my face. So when I'm doing that, I usually use a angled brush because then I can go way prettier in here than when I'm using a brush that's absolutely straight like this one, because here you can see a pretty big difference. So I'm gonna use this palette from Benefit, and I'm gonna use the Hoola bronzer which is inside of it. I'm starting here from the temples and going inward with a circle emojis. You can already see it's a pretty big difference from this side. Myself a little bit more color with, where's the fluffy brush? With the fluffy brush I'm blending it out when I'm putting way too much on there. The thing I like to do is put a little bit around here, and not right in the center but like in the corners, because I just like it to make it appear a little bit fuller than it actually is. And now I'm ready to go on with the blush, and one of my favorite blush, and I think I told you in a previous video, is the one from Kimchi, and it's the Peach Taylor blush. And look how pretty this packaging is, and the color, it's so beautiful. Like, look at this. So I'm using a big dense brush and swirling it around, and I'm gonna start from the temples. One thing I recently really like to do is taking it from here all the way to here, so doing this part and this part and this part. But I'm not putting too much pigment right here because I think that can make you look sick sometimes, so I'm putting it here, here, and a tiny little bit on here. Most of the time I'm using the brighter shade, and then sometimes I'm using the less brighter shade, so the tamer shade, to put it over it to make it a little bit less aggressive. And the nice thing about blush is actually you can go in a little bit wilder, because during the day blush is always one of the first things that disappears on your face. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do are my brows. I don't do too much with my brows, but I just wanted to fill it a little bit in with one of the colors from the Orgy palette, and then like put it in place with the Anastasia brow gel. Anastasia, I think it is, or Anastasia, I'm not really sure. Oh, this is a pretty color for me. I use the color Body Chills in this palette, which is not a too dark of a color, and it has a little bit more of a cool tone. No, it doesn't have a cool tone tint, but it's like not too warm and not too dark. Because I have actually like very full brows, I barely do them because it's not really that necessary to fill in my brows all the time. I do like to fill my brows in with a little bit more of a aggressive eye look, or when I'm doing a full face, because otherwise it kind of looks really strange when you're not doing your brows and you're doing the rest of your face. I'm gonna use a little bit of the leftover concealer, and no, I'm gonna use a little bit of the concealer and like precising it a tiny bit. I used the color Body Chills, which is this brown color. Now I'm gonna use my Anastasia clear brow gel, which I actually really enjoy using. I just always like comb them up a little and then brush detail it a little bit down to give a little bit of a shape to it. And as you can see, it actually like lifts my brow and makes it look more, how you call it? A little bit more put together. And now we're gonna go in with the eyes. So now you're scooped in a little bit closer, we're gonna use the Too Faced eyeshadow base and putting that all over my eyes. And what I actually love is when you guys comment on my videos. That actually like really makes me smile and makes the day so much better if I can help you, or if you really just enjoy watching what I filmed and like my content. So comment down below how your day was, what you're doing, if you're doing anything fun. I would love to know. Now I'm setting my eyeshadow base with the color Implant from the Orgy palette, which is one of the top shades. I do always need to use a base color because otherwise my eyes crease like very badly. A thing that I heard many people do before is using their bronzer or their contour shade for eyeshadow, so I kind of want to try that myself. I have my Hoola bronzer here again, and I'm going to use my blending brush, putting that in my crease. because you can really see a big difference. And by doing this, you actually give your eye depth. Looks so pretty. And I am going to use a more tiny blending brush, putting that on the lower portion of my eye too. Well, I meant lower lash line, obviously. And I think I like about the Hula one is it blends really easily, and it's like actually really buildable, which is really nice. And now I'm gonna use a Pat McGrath eyeshadow, and this is one I have not used before. So it's in the shade Celestial, and it's so pretty. It's really looking, well, this is what the color looks like, and it's a single, as you can see. It's over my whole eyelid. So this setting spray made the shine of the eyeshadow so much more bright. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys are like Pokemon's fan, but I'm really a big Pokemon fan. And as you can see in my what I got for Christmas, I got the Pokemon Arceus game for my boyfriend for Christmas, and it just came in like yesterday, and I was so excited, and I actually love the game. I think it's a really cool concept. It looks so good, and I actually like can't wait to play it like way more. So if you like Pokemon and you've played the game, comment down below what the starter one was you got. I got the owl one, the very cute one, and there was Cyndaquil, which is a really old fire type, and then you had a water type, which was really cute. Okay, so this shadow does have a little bit of fallout. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's right here. But it's not that much, and it just swiped away very easily, which is always really nice. So I am going to use a winged liner. I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner, the very normal one from House Laboratories, and I'm making a wing first. Now I'm trying to make a very thin line around my eye. Something like this, and now I hope I can recreate it on that eye too. Okay, so I did make the liner a little bit bigger, but it still looks very pretty. What I'm gonna do now is coat my lashes, and I'm using two mascaras for that. I'm using this one on my top and this one on my bottom, and this is the Essence Lost Princess one in the waterproof, and this is Max Factor Volume False Lash Effect in a waterproof one too. And I kind of want to make some footage of the hotel room and like how everything is, so if I'll do that, I'm gonna post it like when I'm done with my makeup. So in the same video probably. Not really sure yet. Like, oh my god, how could I forget? I didn't put a inner corner highlighter in. So for my inner corner highlighter, I'm gonna use the Afterlife shade in the Jeffree Star Cremated palette, which is this one. And this one is actually my favorite inner corner highlighting shade. I'm gonna use a tiny brush for this and putting that in my inner corner. And look how big of a difference it makes. I think it looks way better with the highlighter shade on the eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the top lashes, and I'll be right back. And then this is what the finished eye looks like. So there are two things left that we need to do, and that's the lips and the highlighter. So I'm first gonna do the highlighter, and obviously I'm gonna use my favorite Jerry Star Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Ice Cold. This is actually a Skin Frost, and I had this one for a while and I used it a lot. Dip my brush in there. This is one of the prettiest highlighters on my skin tone that I've ever used. And don't get me wrong, I love crazy colors, weird highlighters, but this one looks so pretty on everyday makeup or a like more normal pretty look like this one. And again, we're using a tiny brush, putting that on the top of the nose and around there on the nose too. Something like this, and what I'm gonna do is putting that on my brow bone too. Blending it out a little. Oh yes, that looks so pretty. Okay, so well, actually like there are 2 steps left now, and one is the lips and one is the setting spray, obviously. So I'm gonna use one of my Pat McGrath lip glosses because I really enjoy this one and it's so pretty. It's the lighter one of the 2 that I got. I'm now gonna zoom you out. We're gonna do the setting spray and then this look is done. And that's the total look complete. And my hair actually dried up so beautiful. I just washed my hair before I filmed this video and I absolutely love this makeup. It looks so pretty. It looks so luxe kind of ish, and I can't wait to go. I'm now gonna eat, I'm gonna wait for my boyfriend, and we're gonna go. So bye. If you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. And for now, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!